Good morning, family. How are you today? This is your vegan goddess. I'm doing great. Hope you're doing great. I'm really up there. I've been on the fruit diet now almost a week. Yeah, it's been about a week. All fruits, okay? I've had fruit for breakfast, fruit for lunch, and then dinner time I have a little salad with some olives and cucumbers and tomatoes, and it fills me up quite well. Maybe then I might have a little impossible burger. But I have some information for you. Now, first of all, people appeared on the earth in about 250 million to 500 million years ago in physical form, according to anthropological research and digging up bones and skulls and DNA and carbon testing and whatnot. So it started in tropical land, and most tropical land we know is Africa, and that's where it started. It started in around Kenya, Uganda, the Nile Valley part right there. And lo and behold, guess what? That's tropical. So people were eating lots of fruits at that time. Lots of fruit. And also, I'm learning that the meat-centered diet came about once the people migrated out of Africa into the colder regions. And then the Ice Age came, and then they started eating meat. And because of the environment, it made them real aggressive, and their pineal glands shrunk up and whatnot. So it's ever since humans started cooking the food, which has actually been about 10,000 years ago, our body has spiraled down as far as the health, and the environment has been a downward spiral, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Right now, you could say that we live on a prison planet, due to the domination and imprisonment of the highly melanated people with tightly coiled hair. And that's why the animals are suffering and the whole environment is out of balance. Now, in that process, we have adopted the values and morals and culture forcefully by our captors. They force that on us. The way they think, what they believe, their diets, their religions and whatnot, they force that on us. So there is time. So we have adopted a lot of that. That's why we have got a lot of different diseases. You know that African Americans have a lot of high blood pressure. But that's due to the poor slave diet. You know what the slave diet, the pig feet, the cornbread, what else? Hog maws, pig tails, pig feet, fried chicken, fried this, because they had to. A lot of the fried stuff comes by if you work from sun up to sundown. You can't, you don't get a break or anything. Then once the day is over, which is when the sun is down, you're gonna cook the fastest food, which is probably fried. Like hoe cakes is little. You heard of hoe cakes like made of corn and salt. Yeah, cornmeal, salt, and water. Or is it oil? Cornmeal, salt. Yeah. And you fry it. Well, all that comes out of that experience, and those are some of the foods that we have to let go because they're not doing us any good, especially cooking. And I want to tell you that our bodies are not designed for meat. Are we carnivores by nature, or are we fruitivores by nature? Well, let's just look at it. Say, look at your dog or look at a lion. You look at their teeth. They got those really sharp teeth all over, And our teeth are round and flat for grinding up vegetables and fruit. That's the way our teeth, in a lion or dogs and whatnot, they have short intestines. So when they eat their food, because I know when I had a dog, within 10 minutes, once they eat their food, you got to take them outside. It's time to go. See, they can get that out. But humans, when you eat all the beef, cow, pig, and sheep and whatnot, the different animals, chickens, since we have a longer intestine, our intestines are really long, the meat gets stuck in there, and sometimes it can stay in there almost 10 years before it comes out and building up toxic, you get your colon cancer and whatnot. Now, getting back to how we're designed, our tongue is smooth. We have a smooth tongue. If you ever get a chance to go to the zoo and you can touch a lion's tongue. Well, I don't know, but check. If you have a dog, check their tongue. Their tongue is rough, and that's for eating flesh. And And you have to look at animals. Now, if you're a carnivore, they go after their prey, and they just, with their claws, they rip it apart, with their mouths rip it apart. And, they run after it, and the blood, they get real turned on, and the appetite, and start to salivate and everything, because the blood and stuff turns it on. People have to put spices on it, cook it, and everything else. You're not going to eat it in a raw state. You may say, oh, I want it rare, but you don't go out and chase it down unless you got a gun or a bow and arrow. You won't even chop it up. You let a factory do that, do the bloody work, because you wouldn't be able to stand it. A lot of people that work in those factories, they have high turnovers because it's so violent in there and whatnot. So, and another point I wanted to bring up, if everybody stopped the scary dairy, the hospitals would shut down. The people everywhere in America would stop, or even just African Americans, just us, stop eating dairy, the hospitals would shut down, because dairy is so scary. Look into that, what dairy does to us. Plus, we're lactose intolerant anyway. And basically, you could say that a lot of the dis-ease in the body is caused by the chemical imbalance. Too much acid in the food, processed foods, cooked foods, and all these made-up foods that you go to the grocery store and read the list. You got to be a chemist in order to even understand what's in it. So what we need to do is just detox, and detox is good for the fruit diet. You can basically say a fruit diet is a detox. It helps to get all the toxins out of your body that's going to make you sick. It's sort of like waste and stuff all in the body and the blood system. So my question to you, family and friends, do you know better than nature? Or as the Kemetic would say in the ancient times, in Egypt, in Africa, which was now called Egypt, which formerly the original name was Kemet, of the Kemetians, Commission or Kemetic, the Netters, which are basically the angels, the spirits, the nature, Netter, all around us and all about us that have this connection with us. Do we know better than them? Okay, let's think about that. And so right now we're in a state of lots of cooked food, a lot of denatured food, and also like sometimes when you go to a health store, that's not always the most healthiest place to be. If you look around, I mean, a lot of good things are there, but if you look around, they do have a lot of packaged foods and beans and grains and rice and all that. A lot of that stuff is in there, but there's a lot of good fruit. But a lot of the health stores are now looking like just regular grocery stores. So, but it just depends on what you want to do. This is what I've chosen to do. If you like to take the journey with you, I'm just telling you, this is like a diary of my personal experience and how it's going to affect my body. And so basically, it's like when you eliminate all that is false, then whatever remains must be true. So just give it a try. When you eliminate this, eliminate that, eliminate the dairy, eliminate the food, the meat, anything with a face, and you start feeling better, then that must be the proof of the pudding, that vegetables, fruit, primarily fruit and greens and stuff is better in its raw form, in the sun form, as the sun does the cooking for you, must be better for you. So right now, the planet is diseased. It's in a state of disease and imbalance. And guess who caused it? People caused it. People caused it by digging up all the minerals, chopping down all the trees, because the forests form a canopy over the earth. Now, if you cut all the doggone trees down, what do you think is going to happen? Storms. And then the polar caps start to melt, and we have all the sea levels start to rise, and they're just totally out of balance. But we can correct that. So if we just start to go inside and correct the internal body, clean up the environment inside, because we're a micronism of the macronism. So basically, if we clean up ourselves and heal ourselves, then we can heal others and be an example for other people. So basically, so first thing you want to do is detox, remove all the waste from your body, and your mind, body, mind, and spirit will start there. As they would say, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I know y'all heard of that. We need, all of us. That's why I'm starting with me. Check myself before I wreck myself. And do that internal change. So I hear a lot of people talk on the internet. They want to level up to a certain kind of man or a certain kind of woman. And they want the man to have the money and to be the protector and the provider and all that stuff. But how about if we level up your inside, your mind, body, soul, and spirit, and detox and get all the waste out of your thinking and out of your mental and your body and your soul, your spirit, and your whole existence, and then your vibrations will go up and your frequency to know that you are the first and the original, and all the races did come from you. But anyways, get into your history and your internal knowledge and whatnot, and your vibrations will rise, and your frequency will rise, and you will naturally attract the right person for you, because you won't have all this negativity in your thoughts and all this negativity in your body and be, smelling of dead flesh. You hope all of that will be out of you, and you will naturally attract the person that's right for you. So, like I said, we're all little small suns. We're suns. I'm a sun, you're a sun, we're planets, just spinning around. So let's take care of our internal planet, our environment, our internal environment, the environment around us, for us and for the next generation. Think about the next generation 100 years from now, 500 years. Don't you want them to inherit clean, fresh earth and come from DNA of a clean people that eat the way the netters designed us to eat, with our fingers to pick fruit from the trees, or when they fall, when they naturally ripen? Wouldn't you want that for the next generations, not to live in a violent world like we live, killing and murdering each other up? We got to check ourselves. And everyone is always saying, you need to be accountable. Be accountable for what you do. You're not accountable. You're irresponsible. But yes, I'm responsible. Let's be responsible for our health. Because we can't always control everything around us, because there's the powers that be have a lot of control over a lot of things. But one thing we can control is our diet as best we can. And then abundance is our natural state of being. The universal goddess will provide for all of our needs. So she's going to give us food. She's going to give us a place to stay. She's going to give us wealth and prosperity. But we must honor her and eat of her food and follow her laws of justice, balance, and peace, so that the earth and us will be that kind of way. So let your fruit, your food, your fruit, and your vegetables be cooked by the sun. Let them do it. There's all kind of recipes. Or you can you don't have to do anything fancy. Just eat the food, just take this orange, peel it. This is an organic mandarin orange. And you notice how small organic stuff is sometimes smaller, because that artificial or commercialized stuff, they spray it and blow it all up out of proportion and everything. But these are really good. They're nice and tart and tasty. And I'm telling you, I'm enjoying this. This fruit soup is so delicious. So give it a try. Give it a try, y'all. Give it a try. So like I said, peace, blessings, be blissful, be happy. Get rid of all that luggage, negativity. Because I know a lot of times when we have all this anti-blackness against us, and labeling and stereotypes, saying we lazy, we ain't this, and we ain't that, and we don't want to work, we don't want to take advantage of the opportunities out there. That's a bunch of labels. Don't even allow any people to label you like that. But a lot of times we have internalized all those lies, and we project it on other people. So let's heal things up. Let's heal ourselves up, heal our thinking up. We can do it. We can make a new change in a new nation. And the nation begins within you and me and all of us. We're all one. So let's work on this together and have a happy life. I'm having a great time here with this vegetables, this fruit here. It makes you really, really a natural high. Happy, happy, happy. So until next time, that was, I followed up with a video, quick. Wasn't a long time. I didn't want to leave you hanging out there for a long time. Also, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. If you want to make some comments, you don't agree on this, you think it's stupid, or you think it's crazy, extreme, whatever your comment may be. I'm not saying that you should do this. I'm just giving you journaling and telling you what it's like for me. It might be different for everybody. And that's another thing that people say, well, I have a different consistency and this kind of food is for me. But all cows eat grass, all right? All lions and cats, panthers, the black panthers and the tigers and the lions, they eat flesh. They don't say, well, I have a different consistency, a constitution, I need to eat some grass. No, they don't do that. So, bong, that kills that myth right there. So, family, friends, and those who disagree, peace and blessings to you, love and happiness to you. And tune in for more information and on my progress of my fruitarian diet. How you like my turban? I covered my hair up today because I give it a rest, it's nice rest and everything. Yeah, they used to, I think they made a law down in New Orleans. I thought they used to call this, that the black women couldn't wear the natural hair because people were upset when they wore the natural hair, so they had turbans on their hair. And they look so beautiful that they really got upset. So we just, look it up. That's what they call, look it up in New Orleans and Louisiana. Okay, family, thank you for your time. Thanks for tuning in. Wish you much luck on your fruit diet if you're doing that. Look it up, do some research on it, read about it. And love you, love yourself, embrace yourself, accept yourself, forgive everybody that's messed over you or you think that has messed over it. And forgive yourself for hurting anybody or helping you hurting yourself. So just enjoy yourself and work on detoxing yourself and your thoughts, meditating, praying, whatever makes, your connection to the Most High. Thank you so much for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you, and have a great day and a wonderful life. Thank you. Bye-bye.